What's going on, guys? JPA Trades here. Today we're going to be going over the Google calls we did on Friday. So this trade actually worked out really well for us. So we're just going to go ahead and show why we picked Google, kind of walk through the process, and yeah, let's get into it. So kind of first off, we know that last week Warren Buffett's Alphabet position was announced. So we saw a lot of Google puts getting sold. So it's all $14 million worth of the 290s getting sold of Goog, not Google, but basically the same. It's just Class A, Class C stock. So really bullish bet getting made there. So we knew the whole time that there would be just strength in Google despite everything else going on with AI, NVIDIA, and everything. That, hey, this is going to be a strong stock this week. The premiums were always crazy all week. I had it up for us a few times, just never really got to a spot that I felt comfortable risking. It would have worked out, but it just kind of seemed like they were really high. So waiting till Friday kind of made the most sense because it would give us a good chance to get a really nice bang for our buck, and it actually worked out well. So that's kind of why we kind of hesitated till Friday to do anything, along with just NVIDIA earnings and all the craziness going on. So why did we decide to buy the 300s and the time, the spot, all that fun stuff? So I went ahead and kind of marked up the chart for us. So when I'm doing 0-day contracts, I normally show you like the swings at the 90 or a daily. I just do like the 5-minute just so I can kind of see kind of where the wicks are happening, where kind of concentration starting to occur, and just use that as a spot of like, hey, here's just kind of my roadmap for what I'm looking for. So right off the bat on Friday, like Google just shot out of a cannon. Like we just saw, hey, basically what 290 straight to 300 as soon as we opened. So it looked really strong, and obviously, like you could have kind of chased it, but the premiums, I think the 300s were, I think they were close to like $3 or $4 at open. So it was always like really juiced. So we needed to kind of wait for that first initial run to stall out before we could go ahead and enter it. But basically, any time a bounce was happening, the Google contracts were just like doubling almost instantly. So just kind of really waiting out just for them to get lower. And same thing, like it looked like we were going to go back. Like if we could get to 300, we'd probably go to 301.5 at least. Like we saw it get revisited a few times, but it also kind of looked like, hey, we could get 300 and then just kind of sell off. So we ended up buying like right here, like 11.55. So here's 55, 54. And just if I go ahead and click this, like the tweet was 11.54. So it might have been a few seconds earlier I bought it. But basically, here's the zone I was looking for. I was good with anything, basically 296.99 to basically 295 flat. Anything in that zone, I was going to be happy with some sort of bounce occurring, because the last few times it got, like sometimes it got right in before, kind of stalled out a little bit before, breakout before. So just a lot of focus here. So, and that's why you always see my contracts go down a little bit after I buy them most of the time. It's like, hey, here's a zone that I like to buy. If it goes to the bottom of the zone and bounces, or just goes to the top of the zone, I'm fine with either. So that's why I bought kind of as soon as it touched that zone. And surprisingly, it actually just went from 296 straight up to almost, went to a high of 299, 289.99. And that actually resulted just in like almost an instant trade. So 11.57, we were at 50% in 3 minutes. 11.58, 100%. And then same thing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like it just almost instantly was able to get 3 trims off. So you know how with just the challenge account, that not really challenge, but just fun account, I don't like calling it the challenge account, but I like to just do like sets of 5. So if I had 25 contracts, sold 5 at 50, sold 5 100, sold 5 150. And then what actually worked out really awesome was we just kind of broke out like crazy right near the end. All the memes coming, so I was able to get some at 250%. And that's basically just from, hey, we got over that 300. Let's just do the exact time so there's no confusion. So 152, go here, what's that, 11, yeah, right about here, broke out, heading towards that 301.52, the contracts are 155, so 300 plus $1.55 is 301.52, because there is definitely a real chance, in my opinion, that, hey, we're just going to reject back down and get out. So I want to take another trim. So I was able to get another trim, 250%. Sorry, this is just going awesome for us. And then I kind of have noted here, like, hey, if we break out, because you can see, hey, here's where it sold out during the day. Like, if we break out, we're going to get some more juice out of it. And just how much juice. So for that, I didn't want to have it marked up to be messy. We're just going to scroll back. So here's like the last breakouts over 300, and we're just going to mark the tops. Like, hey, where might we stall out? So obviously, tippy top, we could stall out. Other peak here, we could stall out. Other peak here, whoops. Other peak here, we could stall out. And down here, we could stall out. There we go. Okay, well, this, I might do the bottom peak. What do I do here? There we go. Okay, well, this looks like we might stall out again. So where does it look like we stall out? 307-ish. And where did we stall out? 307-ish. And where did our next trim happen, everyone? Talking about moon, meet all the memes, little dance in there. I think I have it pinned. Yeah, so sold at 4. And I think this was actually high of day, but also just because there's going to be so low volume at that point once you get that deep in the money. So 2:11 p.m. Scroll to it, 2:11 p.m. It went up, maybe it went to 4.1, but went a little bit higher at 420, but then rejected down. So it's just kind of all about looking at, hey, where are these peaks going to occur? And I think with a 0 day, you can see it pretty good at 5 because they kind of bunch up. Like if I was to do it for like the daily for you guys, like you don't really get a super clear, like you'll see the 307, but like you don't really get like a super clear sense. Like you see like 291 would be a good spot. So you don't want to use the same chart that you're using for swings as you're using for a 0 day. And same thing, like the 1 minute also is kind of, it just gets kind of messy. I feel like the 5 minute works out pretty well for us, and just kind of gives you a nice little clear picture of what's going on. So kind of in short, had just a zone to look for. So here's where it starts to get punched in pretty tight. And then once you see these tall wicks at the top of like, hey, people are either selling here, these are hard spots to get through. You want those to be kind of take profit points for you. So hopefully I didn't ramble too long, and this was pretty informative for you guys. So if you enjoyed what you saw here, feel free to hit it, subscribe, become a channel member if you want. It does nothing other than give you a little sticker by your name, but if you want, you can. And we'll do it again next week. So thanks for watching, everybody.